Hello, Dave here with another video. Today's video is going to be on Lending Club. Opened my account back in 2013. I deposited $500 and I invested that $500, and today we're going to do an update on how that all turned out. So if you don't know what Lending Club is, it is a website platform that allows people like you and I to invest in the consumer debt space. So basically we can go in there and do peer-to-peer lending, fund loans that we want to fund, and people can go there, and if they want a loan, they can sign up on the website, go through the process, get approved, and then people like you and I can invest in it. So basically it allows people to bypass the bank and get peer-to-peer lending via this platform. So let's go ahead and take a look at the website here and get logged in, and we'll show you around. So here is the Lending Club website. Once you get on their website, this is what you see. And personal loans up to $40,000, and $50 billion borrowed, 3 million customers. That is pretty legit, if I had to say so myself. Those numbers were definitely not that big back in 2013 when I started investing with Lending Club. So let's go ahead and get logged in and take a look. Okay, so we're logged in here. This is basically the summary page. This is what you get if you're an investor, and the very first page you get when you log in. And you can see that I had a total of 23 loans that I invested in back in 2013 with $500, roughly about $25 per loan. If we scroll down here a little bit, $608 in payments. We received $482 in principal and $126 in interest. Out of those 23 loans, 18 of them were fully paid back. 5 of them have been charged off, which basically means that they defaulted on the loan for whatever reason and they got charged off. So it doesn't mean they got charged off, right in the beginning. It could have been 2 years down the line. It could have been 4 years down the line. It could have been 1 year down the line. So we did get some money back on those. However, if you take 5 and divide it by 23, that is about a 21% default rate. That is pretty high, right? You got to understand, back in 2013 when I got into these loans, it was a different time back then, right? People were losing jobs. It was hard to find jobs. Unemployment was super high, right? So 2013, 2014, 2015 was kind of a tough time in the market. So I think that default rate is a little bit higher than usual. Lending Club does factor that into their returns, so they do anticipate some defaults. I don't know if they would, I don't know if they would anticipate 21%, but it is what it is. I did still make money with the platform. I did not lose any money with the platform, so that is saying something. Let's go ahead and look at the loans that I invested in specifically. So this is looking at the portfolio page. I'm not invested in any loans right now. It's been about 1.5 years or so since I take on all the money out of the account. And I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of whether I'd want to invest with them again or not. Weighted average return rate is 17%. That's pretty good. These are the particular loans that I invested in back in 2013. You can see, the status is being fully paid. The payment due date. So basically, hey, it got fully paid probably, in 2014 on that particular one. And coming down here, you can also see the ones that got charged off as well, right? Kind of gives you, a background information of how much money I invested in them, how much the loan particularly was in this case here, kind of why they got the loan, the actual interest rate that they got charged for that loan, and the interest rate rating. So when a consumer goes there to apply for the loan, basically, they're going to look at the credit, they're going to look at how much money they make, how long they've been at their job, what's the risk, how much money they basically requesting to borrow, and they're also going to factor in some other things, and that kind of determines how much money they're going to pay on that particular loan, right? So that's what the A, B, C, D, E, F, and G is here. If you got like an A rating, that means that they probably have good credit, they make a decent amount of money, they're not borrowing too much money. So, however, if you're going to invest in these loans, C, D's, E's, F's, and G's are going to pay more. However, there's risk with that, right? So it's a higher rating. However, I should say it's a lower rating, which means that you are going to make more money, but it's a risk associated with that as well, because they're a higher risk, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the current loans that we can invest in right now. So I'm on the invest page, in manual investing. This is the page where you can invest in the loans, right? So it's going to display all the loans that have been approved and are now awaiting funding. So right now, as of July 19th, we have 85 loans that we can invest in, right? So on the left-hand side, you can go ahead and just filter by the loan term of 36 months or 60 months. Let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper into one of these loans here. Let's take a look at this one, for example. So this one is, it's a credit card payoff loan. It's been 90% fulfilled at this point, 23 days left. There's only $3,200 left to invest in this particular loan. The guy, he or she is requesting $35,000. They have a decent credit score. Looks like they are a pharmacist. They've been at that job for 5 years, and it looks like they make about $11,000 a month. So I guess I should have become a pharmacist, right? Looking down here, it also, gives you, their credit line utilization and all that stuff. Review status is approved. So it got approved by the lending club staff. They vetted it, and it's been put on the website, and they do this daily. I don't think they do it on the weekend, but they come, new loans come out daily. So this person, is a lower risk, right? They make a decent amount of money. They've been there for 5 years. Their monthly payment on this particular loan is about $1,000. But that gives them a lower interest rate on this particular loan, $35,000 at 6.4%. That's an A rating, right? So let's go ahead and look at another one. Let's look at a lower rating here. Let's look at this one right here. So this one's a C rating with a 14.3%. They're requesting $10,000. There's $4,400 left to invest on this particular loan. They're approved, and it looks like they own their own house. They make $8,000 a month. It's not telling us what they do for a living. Doesn't tell us how long they've been at their job. Those are a little riskier, things in my opinion. Maybe that's the reason why they have a C rating here. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one. Let's try to find, let's see here. I think the lowest one they have right now is D. Back when I invested in 2013, there was E's and F's. I had invested in quite a few in E and F's as well, because they paid like 22%. So, I can't imagine why somebody would want to get a loan at 22%, but maybe their credit card was charging them more than that. So let's go ahead and take a look at a D here. Let's pop this one up, and this one is basically $30,000 loan refinancing and consolidation. It's been 92% fulfilled at this point. There's only $2,200 left to invest. They are requesting a 3-year loan at 20%. That is high. So let's see what they do. It's been approved, obviously, and their monthly payment on this particular loan is going to be $1,100. They are a technology supervisor, so they're in the computer space, and they've been renting their home. They've been at this job for 10 plus years, and they make $7,000 a month. So, it's probably looking at, the revolving line utilization here is 76%. They have an okay credit score, so maybe that's probably the reason why they're getting a D rating here at 20%. It could also be that maybe because they have a lower income as well, but I don't know exactly how all that gets determined. And, if you're going to invest with Lending Club, I would kind of just mix some C's, D's, throw some A's in there and B's in there. If there's some E's, G's, and F's, then you can invest in those as well. But just know that there will be higher risk. So let's go ahead and sum this up with my pros and cons on whether or not I would reinvest with Lending Club. So, after 5 years with investing with them, I made money during bad times, so that's a good thing, right? I like to invest into different spaces. So I'm invested in REITs, I'm invested in stocks, I'm invested in real estate. I have real estate notes, just got rid of my rentals, but I have a lot of different avenues of investments. And this is just another platform into a completely different space that you normally cannot invest in, right? The consumer debt space. So that's a positive in my opinion, right? The other thing is it's basically a platform where you can go in there and just on your own time, look at things. Do I want to invest in this loan? Do I want to invest in this loan? You can kind of pick and choose your risk if you want, right? With A's, B's, C's, and D's, E's and F's if they have them at the time. And that leaves everything up to me, and I like that, right? I don't have to involve anybody out. If you get invested in REITs, you're leaving that up to that management person, right? Or whoever runs that fund, right? Or ETFs, they run that fund. They make the decisions, right? I'm invested in Fundrise as well. I will do an update review on that as well. Check my other videos. Just check that one out. I did a recent video on my dividend update, but I will do a review on Fundrise as well. But still, with Fundrise, you're depositing money in there, and you have no choice really on what project that is even going to, right? So with Lending Club, you can pick and choose the loans that you want to invest in and how much money you want to invest in those. So typically by default, you're investing $25 per loan, and that leads me to the con of Lending Club. So the major con in my opinion is the fact that it takes a long time to get invested. We have 85 loans available right now as of July 19th. What if you wanted to invest $10,000? Good luck. It's going to take a long time to get that invested, right? So at $25 per loan times 85, that's like $2,000, right? It just takes a long time. If you have $10,000 to get invested, it's going to take months to get that invested. Let alone if you want to invest $50,000 or $100,000 in this platform, good luck with that. Yes, you could, increase your loan. If you wanted to do $50 or $100 per loan, you can do that if you want. I haven't done that, so even if you did 50, that's about $4,000. If you did 100, that's about $8,000. So still, it takes a while to get that invested, and you'd have to invest in every single one of the loans, right? So that's basically my biggest con with the platform, and that's kind of what I ran into when I was investing back in 2013. Even $500 took quite a while. There wasn't as many loans available back then, so that could have been part of the issue as well. So the overall conclusion is, yes, I will reinvest with Lending Club. I plan on to do that. I will probably be sticking in maybe $2,000 to $5,000, see how that goes again, and maybe ramping that up. So if you're interested in investing with Lending Club, you can sign up through my link here, down here at the bottom. I will put that in the description, and you can get some free money. So obviously $700, if you wanted to get $700, you would have to invest quite a bit with the platform to get that. But if you wanted to check it out, invest $2,000 to $5,000, you can get free money still. So go ahead and check out the description. I'll put this link down there, and I don't get anything from that, so that's fine. It helps you out, right? If you got any satisfaction out of this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. I got some other videos coming out, and if you have any questions or comments or concerns, let me know. I would be interested to hear if you're invested in Lending Club or if you've been thinking about it, and see what your thoughts are. Put your comments down below, and let's go ahead and we'll see you in the next video.